What's up guys, it's Rogue here and welcome back to yet another amazing video on the channel. So for today we got a meta deck profile. We have of course Prank Kids, a updated version. I have been testing this deck vigorously since the last profile, which was a guest appearance. I took that list and I've been adjusting it until I've gotten to the point now where I really think this is a good list to sort of build your own Prank Kids deck and test it against the meta. So without any further ado, we're going to get to the profile, but if you do enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe down below. 70% of you who watch this video are not subscribed, so make sure you please hit that subscribe button. Keep up to date with the giveaways that will be happening at 1,000 subs, so almost halfway there. Without any further ado, let's go straight into the video. Alright, so starting with our Prank Kid lineup, it is of course going to be a very generic Prank Kid lineup. In my opinion, this is pretty much the perfect ratio of Prank Kids that you're going to want to be playing. We're only playing 2 of the Rock because he's not as good as the other 3. The other 3 are 3-ofs because if you guys know Prank Kids, you know that you go through every single one of them every single time. So playing 3 of each can be kind of good, but 2 Roxies is what I recommend. And that is it, really, for the Prank Kids stuff. That's the only thing that's out. So we're going to be playing a bunch of hand traps here. We're playing triple Phantasme, triple Ash, triple Ghost Bell, and we got triple Impum as well. 12 hand traps. I think that this deck can afford to play a bunch of hand traps. You only need to see 1 Prank Kids. It's an entire 1 card engine. You see 1 Prank Kids and you have access to your entire deck, so you can cram in a bunch of hand traps and they let you sort of slow down your opponent and break down those meta decks like Virtual World, like Tri Brigade, like Drytron. You need to be seeing multiple hand traps against them, so that is why I'm playing these. I think that these are just the best hand traps to be playing at the moment. So for the last ones on the deck is just 1 Pank. I was testing out without Pank and just playing more hand traps, but going second, I feel like Pank gives you a lot of options. Yes, he's a one-off, but seeing him is absolutely insane. Summon him, beat over something, and then pop a card. You literally just go like +1 in card advantage just by summoning him. It's crazy. This card's crazy. I understand why he's at 1 now. Now for the spells, we got double of the field spell. I'm not playing 3. You're probably wondering why you're not playing 3. It's literally a free ad, because what you want to avoid in Prank Kids is having your hand absolutely to the brim with Prank Kids. You want to see 1 or 2 Prank Kids max, and the rest being hand traps or other cards to help you stop your opponent or play through hand traps. So 2 place is in my opinion is perfect. This card's insane because it doesn't only add, it actually chain blocks twice by giving attack and lowering attack. So the chain blocking is what's perfect here, allowing your Prank Kids to go through. If they stop your normal, it's generally very difficult to play. For the other Prank Kids cards, we're playing triple of the fusion spell. This is a no-brainer. It's a quick play fusion. Do it during your opponent's turn, during your turn. Just absolutely insane. You make Butler, you make Weather Washer, and you get a bunch of summons from the deck. A lot of advantage from this card. Just remember that it does lock you into Prank Kids for the rest of the turn, and that can only be activated during the main phase. I see people doing those mistakes, so just keep those things in mind. And for the last Prank Kids cards here, we just have 2 pranks. I was playing this at 3, but again, you want to avoid cloggy hands, so 2 is perfect. You can literally just send 1 to the grave with Fansies and then just pick 1 up again with Doodle Dough. Pick it up, and then at the end of the turn, you basically shuffle 3 back and draw 1. Cards essential to keeping your cards in the deck, keeping your extra deck monsters, alive, because you only play like 1 or 2 of each extra deck monster. So you're going to want to be recycling them back into the extra deck and drawing a card. For the non-Prank Kids spells here, we have triple Pot of Desires. This card's absolutely amazing. The more I play this card, the more I realize that this card is basically just Pot of Greed. You play so many names that you don't really care what you banish as long as you have 1 of each alive, and then you can put them back with your pranks once they're in the grave. And I'm playing 3 because you're going to want to be seeing this card as often as possible. Yes, it sucks to draw 2. Yes, it sucks to draw Desires after activating Desires, but it's also just absolutely incredible when you don't have anything in your hand. You activate Desires and then you draw a Prank Kid, and then you have your entire engine going. For the other spells here, I'm playing triple Cosmic Cyclone. I know Bill's only play 2, but I'm playing 3 because, in my opinion, you need to have consistent outs to back row this format. Mystic Mine is, as always, a very annoying card to deal with, and in my opinion, back row is very annoying for this deck. You need to make sure your normal summons go through at all costs. So basically hitting your Schisms so you can get out of windows, hitting your Mystic Mines. Although Mystic Mine isn't that bad against this deck, it's still kind of annoying if they flip it on you and you have like 3 monsters on board. So yeah, this is why I'm playing triple Cosmic Cyclone. And for the last 3 spells we're playing 1 Call by the Grave, of course. Ash basically could end your turn. if they ash your Prank Kids effect in the grave. We've got one Monster Reborn, because I feel like this card in this deck is good. You can just revive yourself a Prank Kid if you haven't got one, and then do all the combos all over again. So I actually think Monster Reborn is okay to play in this deck. And one Instant Fusion, this card's absolutely insane. Gives you access to Rocket Ride, and lets you play through hand traps as well, basically, because they ash your Prank Kid, and you Instant Fusion, make Rocket Ride, and you can just carry on playing. So that's it for the main deck, 40 cards, and now let's move on to the extra deck. So for our extra deck here, for our Link the Fours, we're playing one Borosword Dragon. We all know what he does, just gets you the OTKs, and one Rip-Roaring Rooster. This is your Harpy's Feather Duster. Against back row decks, just make him, and then you basically win the game. For our Link 3s, we're just playing one Nightmare Unicorn. We all know what Unicorn does, just spin a problematic card away. Very useful. We're playing double Doodle Doodle Do, probably the most important Prank Kids monster in the extra deck, because he just grabs you cards from your deck and then tributes himself off and gives you 2 more cards from the grave back to your hand. Absolutely insane. We've got Barobach, who is basically the same as Doodle Doodle Do, just during your opponent's turn only. So, very nice. For Link 2, we're playing Nightmare Phoenix. Kind of important we play the Nightmare Phoenix. If they contact C, you can link it off into a Nightmare Phoenix, so you're not locked under Contact C's restrictions, which if you don't have Nightmare Phoenix, you sort of just lose the game off that, because you can't summon anything that doesn't involve Contact C. Thankfully, Nightmare Phoenix does. And of course, for our Link 1s, the card that basically put Prank Kids back on the map again, if they even were on the map, it is triple Meow Meow Mew. This card's amazing. The ability to tribute itself in the grave, banish itself, to stop one of your Prank Kid monsters from tributing is absolutely insane. Makes your big boss monsters not once per turn, because they weren't once per turn originally, they just have to tribute themselves. Tribute this and basically keep them on board to activate the effect again. For fusions, we've got one Battle Butler, the Raigeki of the deck. Raigeki them twice per turn on a quick effect is insane. Just amazing, basically. The other fusions, we got double Rocket Ride, don't need to play 3, and all of the one-off Prank Kid monsters that you see and that you use in your extra deck you'll be putting back anyway, with your basically your little Prank Kids Pranks card, and put them all back, draw 1, so don't need to play 3 of anything, apart from the Link 1 because it's the most important card. And we got one Weather Washer. This is basically like the Rocket Ride, just during your opponent's turn. So that is it for my Prank Kids deck profile, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this deck profile. Let me know if you would change anything from this profile, and if you have approved the changes that were made on the last one. So that is it, guys. I am Rogue to here, and I will catch you in the next one.
It's time! Let's go!